On a grey, rainy afternoon, smoke from the hills of the Scottish Highlands hung in the air, enveloping the village like a mysterious shroud. It was April 1745, a time when the flames of the Third Jacobite Uprising, known as the 45, began to burn brighter than ever. In a small village at the foot of the Grampian Mountains, young men armed with swords and shields prepared to march and join the army of Charles Edward Stuart, the bonny Prince Charlie, who was seen as the last hope for the Stuart dynasty. Everyone in the village knew that if they didn't win, not only would their freedom be stripped away, but their entire future would become uncertain. Among those getting ready to leave was Dougal MacLeod, a tall, strong young man with fiery loyalty in his eyes. Dougal wasn't just joining the uprising out of duty or patriotism. For him, this was a chance to protect what he cherished most, his family, his homeland, and the girl he had secretly loved for a long time, Aileen. Aileen was the chief's daughter, a beautiful, gentle, and brave girl. She had grown up hearing tales of her ancestors' glories and the fierce battles fought by the Highlanders. Though she wasn't a warrior, she possessed the spirit of a Scottish woman, always ready to fight for her family's freedom and honor. The day of departure was approaching, and Dougal and the other men gathered in the square, where Charles Edward Stuart had sent messengers to rally the army. The envoy's speech was full of emotion, painting a picture of a bright future with the Stuart reign restored, and Scotland free under a worthy king. But Dougal couldn't shake off the feeling of unease weighing on his heart. He knew this uprising, like those before it, wouldn't easily achieve success. While his heart was bursting with determination, the question loomed in his mind: can we really change history? The journey began with initial victories. Clashes at Prestonpans and Edinburgh ignited hope for all the Jacobites. But fortune didn't stay by their side for long. At the Battle of Culloden, Dougal stood on the battlefield, watching friends and brothers fall before him. The screams of Jacobite soldiers echoed in the cold rain. Government troops, armed with superior weapons, pushed back every Highlander attack. Dougal fought until the very end, but as the battle drew to a close, he knew this uprising was also nearing its end. After Culloden, there would be no more chances for the Stuarts. The Scottish Highlanders were brutally suppressed, survivors hunted down and executed, or exiled to distant lands. After the battle, Aileen wandered through the freshly dug graves searching for Dougal, but she couldn't find him. Little did she know that Dougal, though severely injured, had miraculously survived thanks to a group of friends. However, he couldn't return to the village, as supporters of the Stuart cause were now being hunted and annihilated. In his final days, Dougal always remembered Aileen and the homeland he had left behind. He knew that even though the Jacobite uprising had failed, the spirit of the Scottish Highlanders would live on in their hearts, like a fire that never extinguished, waiting to blaze anew. The story of the Jacobite uprising isn't just a tale of war and power. It's also a story of loyalty, sacrifice, and undying love among the sons and daughters of Scotland, those who never give up hope, even when history turns its back on them.